Hey guys, I'm Rhonda from Rhonda's Creative Corner, where we teach you to make mums and wreaths and how to perfect your craft. Today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to make the head of a mum. So the things that you're going to need is you're going to need a backer, you're going to need your scissors, you're going to need your stapler, and you're going to need different ribbon. When you're making the head of a mum, it really doesn't matter which size you use. It's just up to you and your taste and how you want to do different things. I use all size ribbons when I'm doing this, but this particular one on the back loops on the back, I'm going to be using the size 40, 9, and the 5. Okay, and we're going to need between 6 and 7 cuts. I'll definitely let you know once I get it on here, just depending on how far or how far I put the loop out, or how in I put it in on the actual backer, excuse me. That's how many that's how we can determine how many we will use. So between 6 or 7 when you're using the size 40. Okay, all right, so we're going to cut these because this is larger. We're going to cut these at 6 inches. Okay, and so I already have 4 of them cut, so we're going to cut 3 more just in case we need that extra one. So what we're going to do is we're going to just make sure that these are even. We're going to put these right in the middle of each one. So I'm putting the 40 on the bottom, the 9, and then the 5. All right. All right, and we're just going to staple it. All right, we're going to do this to all of them. All right. So you're just making sure that each one is in the center of each ribbon. So my mum season has been awesome. My Etsy is doing really well. We'll get the rest of these stapled, and then we'll start stapling them on to the backer. That one a little short, but that's all right. All right, so then you're going to take these and you'll get your backer. So when I was saying that if you put it out further, if you put it in, it just depends on how big you want your the head of your mum to be. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. I'm just going to staple. Okay. Alright. Alright, so see how that's going? So I'm just kind of putting it there, making sure that it's even, and then I'm putting my hand and then just turning it. And you can move it over a little bit, but I'm trying to make sure that they are all even. Okay. Now I know nobody's gonna see that, but y'all know me. The back of the staple was showing. And yes, I know nobody will see it. Yep, so we need 7 for this one. One of them is going to be a little close, but that's okay. It's going to be a little closer than the other ones, but it's a-okay. And if you wanted to, you could shift them a little bit if you wanted to. So say, for instance, if you thought that this was too close, you can just take it and kind of shift it over a little bit, you know, where it's not as close to the other one. Okay. All right, so we have that. So now we're going to, I'm going to grab one of my other ribbons, and then I will be right back. I forgot one of them. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so now you get to learn 2 different techniques from this one tutorial, which is awesome. All right, so I'm going to teach you how to make the crazy loop, okay? So for the crazy loops, I always, unless it's a huge mum, I always cut them at 7. All right, and so the way that you can tell how many you need, after you put this on, you're just going to count in between. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. 7. So you're going to need 7. Yes. All right. So y'all heard that phone ringing? I knew it. I said that has to be somebody in my family to keep. It was my oldest. We're having an auction selling all my wreaths at 5 today. And I was supposed to go pick her up, but I didn't have time because I needed to film for you guys. All right, so let's get started on this. So what you're going to do, again, I cut these at 7 inches. So you're going to actually take this like this. Okay, you're going to hold it. All right, so you're going to take your 2 fingers here. And then you're going to go back. All right, you can see that. And then you're going to just take this one back like that. So you can leave it like that if you want to, but I like to take an extra step. So take your hand and put it to the side. You take it back, hold it here. You'll take that back. Then I'll hold it here like that, and then I'll take this like this. And then I just kind of fold it under, okay? And then depending on how, because this is so wide, so you can make it as wide as you want. So you can take it out and pull that in like that. So it just depends on how big you want it. So I want mine pretty big since these are larger, okay? And then you staple it like that. So then you're going to take it here. And then you just make sure that it's in between both of them straight. So it's up to you. If you want to pull it in, you can pull it in. If you want it kind of uneven, if you want them the same size, it's just up to you and what you want, okay? I'm going to make mine, pull mine in a little bit, okay? I'm going to just take mine and staple it. All right. I'm do this again. And so as you can see, my diamond dust is larger than my acetate. So I just have to put it to where it'll work, okay? So I'm going to take it. You'll fold it back. Fold it back again. You'll take this front part and twist it forward, okay? And then I just get it and make it how wide I want it. If I wanted it skinnier, I'd take it in and bring it in like that. But with this particular one, I want it wide. All right, so there you have it. All right. I'm going to do another one. You'll take it. Again, these are called crazy loops. So you take your hand, you put them to the side, bring it back. You'll hold that there, and then fold that like that. Okay. And another thing too, just depending on what size flower that you're using too, you can always get your flower and place it inside, okay? to make sure that this part is covered. Okay, but I'm using a pretty big flower so that I know that it'll cover it. But if you have a smaller flower, just go ahead and open your flower up out of the plastic and place it in there to make sure that it's looking okay once you put 2 or 3 on there. Okay, and you take it, put your hands to the side, take it back, take it back, hold it like that, and then you'll twist here. All right, then you get it, make it however big, little you want it to be. Staple it. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna move it over a tad bit. How pretty. All right, hands to the side, take it back, hold it like that, and take that and fold it to the front. Okay, take it and make it however you want. And like I say, it's no big deal to move them over, because with this, you're going to actually cover again when you put another backer on the back to hide all of the imperfections. All right, side, take it back, turn to the front. All right, and open it up a little bit. And last one. All right, hand to the side, take it back like that, and twist. All right. All right, so there is your head of the mum. So what I do is I kind of look at it. I can see now when I'm looking at it that I need to take this one up and move it up, because I was looking at it in the back. And I need to just move it up a tad. So you see? So how I'm looking at it. So when I was looking at it, I was like, okay. So let me see if I need to move any. And I think that that's okay. Yep, I think it looks good. All right. So again, I'll tell you everything that I use. For my back loops, I use size 40, size 9, and size 5. And for my crazy loops, I used size 9 for both of them. With the diamond dust, it is a little bit larger, but it is a size 9. It says size 9, but it is a little bit larger than the acetate, all right? All right, guys, so here's the head of the mum. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to push that notification bell. And if you want to follow me on other social medias, Facebook, Instagram, they're all Rhonda's Creative Corner. All right, and if you want to learn more from me, you can go to www.rhondascreativecorner.com and join the circle. Go to the Rhonda's Creative Circle tab and join me there. And if you need high quality reed supplies, you can also get them there as well. All right, guys, until next time. Bye, guys. Hey guys, it's Rhonda from Rhonda's Creative Corner, where we teach you to make mums and wreaths and how to perfect your craft. Guess what, guys? We made it to 20,000 subscribers plus, and I'm so excited to announce that we were doing a giveaway. We will be giving away a Rhonda's Creative Station to one lucky winner, and all you have to do is comment down below and share this video so everyone else will know that we're giving a giveaway. All right, guys, don't forget, just comment down below and share. All right, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead right now and do that, and don't forget to push that notification bell. All right guys, I'll see you on my next tutorial. Bye guys.